Okay, so here's the deal. They hand me a car that somebody else worked on and handed me an AC compressor and said, all right guys, it's time for you to put an AC compressor in this. I'm gonna have to go back and re-diagnose this because I don't just arbitrarily install parts for no reason. So I'm gonna get under the hood of this thing and see what's going on here and see why they say it needs a compressor. AC was nice and cold when I came over here. The compressor was running, so I'm having doubts to the validity of this claim here. So I'm gonna just double check that after I break my flashlight and make sure that we're on the right track, because I don't want to spend, you know, $600-700 of someone's money for absolutely no reason at all. Okay. Well, you guys may have seen some previous videos that the compressors on these bad boys are far, far away and down there under the alternator. From what I can see so far, it looks dry. I don't see any UV dye in anything, especially at the connectors. And like I said, that compressor was running, so I'm gonna have to find out what the details are regarding this issue. I just heard a psst under that cap. Let's see what's in there. I see some oil in there. Okay, it's time to do a penetrating oil diagnostic. Let's pop all the bubbles. Oh look, more bubbles are forming. Yeah, I do believe this thing has a leak. I hope the cam can pick it up, but there's bubbles just pouring out of this high side connector. Okay, I'm gonna have to start over with this car. I can't move forward with changing expensive parts because somebody else said so. But you contaminated the system with foreign oils. Okay, now for scientific observational purposes, I'm going to recover the existing refrigerant charge in this vehicle, and we're going to determine how low the system actually is. Look at that sneaky low side valve. It's hiding out way back here. There it goes. Okay. Let's recover this, see what's in there. It'll tell me what it takes out. Then we'll compare that with the specified amount on the placard up here, and then we'll determine a course of action from there. Recover now. All right, the machine is done. It recovered 0.459 pounds of refrigerant, and the specified amount is going to be, looks like 1.43 pounds of refrigerant. So this thing is super low. Yeah, I'm going to change these valves, and then I'm going to recharge the system. Then I'm going to evaluate it from there, because I just agreed that this thing needs a compressor, and I cannot in good conscience replace this compressor with the information that I have so far. So this is what I'm going to do. Doing a changeover, or a change order on this work order here. I hope I don't upset any of the bosses. I'm sure that they're going to love this idea, but this is what's going to happen. Let's take a look at the seals on this valve. I know this one's leaking. We saw it. Yeah, it's a little deformed. I hope the camera picks it up. Either way, it's getting a new one. Alright, that's the low side fitting. It appears to be in similar condition. I'm going to go find 2 replacements and we'll compare those. Alright folks, my replacement service port valves have arrived. So I'm going to install these, and then we will recharge this system. I'm gonna put it into a vacuum and let it hang out for about an hour, just to make sure there's no leaks that I haven't detected so far. This one was a pretty big one right here, so I'm already developing some confidence that I have begun to solve the issue. But just because I found a small leak or a big leak at a valve doesn't mean that there's not a small leak somewhere else that is also causing this thing a problem. Again, this is a job that I'm just kind of walking into, and I don't have any history with it, so I want to just kind of recheck what the other guy had done, because I don't know. And if I'm gonna put my name on something, I need to know that it's being done properly. And the way to do it properly is to do it yourself, or pay a guy like me to do it. That also works. Okay. All right, let's fire up the vacuum and pull all the oxygen or the air that has entered this system out. And then we will proceed from that point. And vacuum. Don't save, never. Okay. All right, it's been 20 minutes. This thing's holding vacuum. I have visually inspected all of the components I can get to for any signs of a leak, and I have found none. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and install the AC charge, and then watch the pressures come up. I'm going to verify the pressures are within spec for today's temperature and humidity, and then I will probably let this thing go with just changing out the service valves. Again, the spec on this is going to be 1.43 pounds. So that is what I'm going to key in right here, 143 pounds, and do a high side charge, purging, I'm waiting. It's calibrating the scale inside of the machine so it can deliver an accurate charge. There we go, refrigerant going in. Almost done. Almost. All right, the charge is finished. Let's do a hose compensate. I don't want to equalize, because after I equalize, it will prompt me to disconnect the hoses and then evacuate the hoses. But I want to keep those hoses full for now, because I would like to monitor the pressures that are being generated by this compressor. Okay, hose compensation is done. I'm going to start the system up. Starting the engine. AC on full power. All the way cold, all the way up. We are making cold. Let's go check the pressures. All right, we're looking good here. 30, 32, 35 on the low side, and 156, 170, 180 or so or whatever on the high side. This is in good shape. Fans are running, both of them. Always check for the fans to be running. A lot of times you can misdiagnose AC because the fan is out, and those fans are critical. All right, I'm happy with this one. I'm going to go ahead and disconnect these hoses, recover the refrigerant that's inside of them. Recover, thank you. And most importantly, put the caps back on the service valves. It's kind of a big deal. Time to return these several $100s in parts that this car does not need. All right, folks, that's going to wrap it up for the AC non-repair on this Lexus. I ended up keeping this Lexus in my flat stall with the AC operating for a couple of more hours. I did that in order to monitor it to make sure no other faults with the AC system occurred. If you like this video and would like to see another one just like it, just click the link above. It'll take you over to my second channel where I do a do-it-yourself style intake cleaning with some mechanic in a can. As always, I'd like to thank everybody for watching, and most importantly, don't forget, have a great day.